Hello and welcome to a new rush hour episode of Trains Out, and today we're at Ashton on the West Coast Mainline, where you'll be seeing services from Avanti West Coast, London Northwestern Railway, and with any luck, some freight as well. It's always a favourite little spot of mine, A, because it is literally all of 5 minutes away from where I live, and B, it's just a really good spot to get the trains. You get a decent vantage point going north and south. The sort of the mess of catenary isn't so bad around here. And on top of that, gorgeous scenery and the weather's nice. Win-win. So to kick things off, we're going to have the 39157 running about 3 minutes late at present with an Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. There's going to be a little bit of freight throughout the course of this evening's video. Not as much as there normally is, but much like anywhere on the West Coast Mainline, it can either be a gold mine or a bit of a drought. But there'll be a little bit of everything throughout the course of this evening. Just gives you an idea of the area that I'm in. The fields have been harvested, and in some cases have been ploughed ready for the next batch of crop to go in for next year's harvest. The village of Road just up there, the M1 wind farm there with all 9 turbines roaring around quite happily. Head back over to a little spot here. You may or may not be able to see, but just in the very far distance is the old Gothic church of Hanslope. And then, more or less in front of us, behind all of those trees, in the very far distance, will be the village of Hartwell. So there you go. So, let's see what shall turn up. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be some London Northwestern Railway Class 350s running from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. (125) and 405. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Penzolino running from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. 39152 with the honours there. Okay, the next train to disturb the peace is going to be an Avanti West Coast 221 Super Voyager going from Chester to London Euston. (109) and 101. It's nice to see the Voyagers getting a chance to stretch their legs for the final few months on the West Coast Mainline before they find life elsewhere. Okay, our first freight train of the evening is going to be a GBRF Class 66 going from Birch Coppice to London Gateway. Hauling a colourful mixture of containers. Worked by 6672. And a great two-tone from the driver there, thank you very much. And you're also going to have (805013) working an Avanti West Coast service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be some more London Northwestern Railway Class 350s running from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. 235 and 260. And I'll keep her rolling as we're going to have an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino passing by, working a service from London Euston to Edinburgh Waverley. And that is worked by 390 123. And as a side note, my geography is absolutely bloody useless. Instead of saying that Hartwell is in that direction, it's actually just there. makes no difference. It's actually behind those bushes, just in the far distance, not that away. You can actually, there are some houses barely visible to the human eye behind all those trees in the far distance, but you can probably see it just a fraction better through there, maybe not. Either way, it's over there. Excellent. And back to the trains. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be one of Avanti's Vero units running from London Euston to Crewe. And that'll be worked by 805 009. They do look the business, don't they? They really do look good. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from Glasgow Central to London Euston. And that is worked by 390 129. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. And that is worked by 390 040. There are plenty of crickets around here keeping me occupied. The occasional butterfly, and every now and again the odd dog walker. Just had a dog walk past, look at me, I looked at him, smiled, he then proceeded to sort of do like a cough/woof type job, and then just ran around and jumped everywhere. I love it. Okay, and the next train to head north is going to be another Avanti West Coast 390 Pendolino running from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. .009 with the honours for that one. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be some more London Northwestern Railway Class 350s running 4 minutes late from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. .114 and 124. It sounds like they're working overtime. Okay, the next northbound service is going to be a London Northwestern Railway service going from London Euston to Crewe. .368 and 127 get the honours for the Trent Valley run. Train to pass by is going to be worked by a Freightliner Class 66 going from London Gateway to Garston. And from where I'm standing, it looks like it's going to be a full load. Okay, maybe not a full load. Decent enough from 66 514. Right, and I'll keep it rolling as we have another Freightliner 60. Ooh, no, Freightliner 90s. Okay, this is on the Garston to Felixstowe. 9004 9048 and a 66 on the rear that I missed the number of. West Coast 805s. 805011 was on the rear, working a service from London Euston to Holyhead. Then you're going to have an Avanti West Coast 221 Super Voyager coming down, going from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. Oh, I want to say 221102 for that one. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be some more London Northwestern Railway Class 350s running from Crewe to London Euston. (263) and 107. Okie dokie, the next train to head north is going to be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pentalino running from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. City of Edinburgh 390 130. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be another pair of London Northwestern Railway Class 350s running from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. Going at a rather sedate pace here. (376) and 264. Okay, well, a 390 has just gone past, running 4 minutes late from London to Birmingham, and we've now got a GB66 coming down, running from Trafford Park to Felixstowe. 66 717. Not the most strenuous of loads it's ever going to haul. Okay, the next train to pass by, running 3 minutes late, will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pentalino running from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. (390) 011. I believe that was City of Lichfield. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be some more London Northwestern Railway Class 350s running from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. 123 and 247. Very nice indeed. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be a pair of Avanti West Coast 221 Super Voyagers running from Holyhead to London Euston. Ooh, 221103 was at the front. I'm not sure who was on the back of that. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pentalino running from London Euston to Crewe. (390) 039, Lady Godiva. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pentalino running 25 minutes late from Glasgow Central to London Euston. And that is worked by 390-104. So there's a partial joint in the rail as the rear bogie of 390-104 went over then. Either that or there's a very minute flat wheel on the back of that. Ho-hum. Whoops, a daisy. Try that one again. Right, the next freight train to pass through, running 7 minutes early at this stage, is going to be a DB Cargo UK Class 66 running from Trafford Park to London Gateway. And it looks like she's got a fair amount of exhaust kicking off there as well. Well, certainly in the distance it did anyway. Not fully loaded, but still a decent load nonetheless. Worked by 66-176. Nice indeed. A couple of flat wheels in that consist. It isn't a freight train unless it has a couple of flat wheels. That's the rules. Okay, the next train to disturb the peace and tranquility will be some London Northwestern Railway Class 350s running from London Euston to Northampton. .257 and 245. So I suspect they might be shoved on the ECS that does the Northampton to Bletchley carriage sidings. But we shall see. I've known to be wrong in the past. I know I can hardly believe it myself, but even I get it wrong. I'm actually certain I am probably the only YouTuber in existence to get something wrong in every single video that gets uploaded. I think I am. I think that should be recognised in the Guinness Book of Records. Not a particularly good accolade, but still one that I've got. And here we have an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino. .390-126 working its way northwards to a service with a service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. Okay, the next train to work its way around the bends is going to be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from Edinburgh Waverley to London Euston. And that is to be operated by a 390-125. I'm not entirely sure where I was going with the voice there. I kind of just gave up, if you couldn't tell. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running 5 minutes late from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. And that is worked by 390-128. Okay, the next train to appear from the mass of catenary is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from London Euston to Glasgow Central. And that is worked by 390-047. Let's say there goes some pigeons. And there goes another one. Come on, Pidge. Oh! There's another one. Oh! There was one. Hey! Well, that one's not a pigeon. It is something different. Whoa! There is an air of mystery already. Okay, the next train to pass by, running 6 minutes late, will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino, running from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. Worked by 390-013. Heading off into the distance. I was chatting away to myself earlier. I know, there's a thought. But I just love this area. Peaceful. It's got everything you need. Scenery, views, trains, weather, and just a big blue canvas above you. Every now and again you get a few planes passing overhead. Some heading to Birmingham, some taking off from Luton. And then if you look high enough, you've got the real big transatlantic numbers. Heading from the States, Europe, Asia, Australasia, all over the world. And this is why I will never live in a city. I just love living in the countryside. It is heaven. Absolute heaven. Okay, as the sun begins to set ever lower, we have some more London Northwestern Railway Class 350s about to pass by, working a service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. .109 and 372 get the honours for that one. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be one of Avanti West Coast's 805 Averos, or however you pronounce it, running from Crewe to London Euston. And that is worked by 805-001. Okay, the next northbound service is going to be operated by Avanti West Coast with one of their 390 Pendolinos running from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. City of Lancaster 390-135. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be some more London Northwestern Railway Class 350s working a service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. .230 and 231, running in numerical order. Way! I am easily pleased, yes I know. What a sheltered life I must lead. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from London Euston to Glasgow Central. City of London 390-138. And then we're going to have a Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston 390 passing by, courtesy of Avanti West Coast. .390-151. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be some more London Northwestern Railway Class 350s running from London Euston to Crewe. .252 and 241. Okay, the next train to pass by is another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from Birmingham New Street to our wonderful capital, London Euston. And that is being worked by 390-042. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be some London Northwestern Railway Class 350s running ECS from Northampton to Bletchley Carriage Sidings. Should be the 350s we saw earlier running to Northampton. .245 and 257. Okay, the next train to pass through, coming through 3 minutes early, will be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from Glasgow Central to London Euston. And that is worked by 390 117. Okay, after what seems like an eternity, the next freight train to pass by will be worked by GBRF, hauling what has to be one of the most expensive trains in the UK at the moment, freight-wise, taking the Fords from Dagenham to Moss End. Then you've got a Voyager racing through, bound for Wrexham General. And 109, and that's 787. There's quite a lot of money on that train. Okay, the next train to disturb the peace will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. Chadvara 390 157. Okay, the next train to round the S-Bend is going to be a singular London Northwestern Railway Class 350 running from Crewe to London Euston. .350 406. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be some more London Northwestern Railway Class 350s running from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. .237 and 111. Okay, the next train to pass by, running 3 minutes late, is an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. City of Wolverhampton 390 005. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be a pair of London Northwestern Railway Class 350s running from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. .407 and 254 with that one. Okay, our final freight train of the day and final train of the day is going to be a Freightliner 66 hauling a container train from Felixstowe North to Lawley Street. And it is worked by 66 419. And as she continues onwards, I shall leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching, it is greatly appreciated. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, then please do like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. I do get back to them eventually. I know I've got a few videos where I'm probably 2 or 3 months behind, but we'll get there in the end. Always enjoy filming here, helps with the fact that I've had the weather on my side. A little bit of a breeze. It's quite pleasant, although as the evening's progressed, the heat has definitely gone out of the day. But it's still been thoroughly enjoyable nevertheless. It's not the best spot on the West Coast Mainline to film at, but it's a pretty good one. You got decent views all round, and you're at a good height as well, so you can get most of the numbers if you're lucky. Or if you're me, you can make a complete hash of things and miss all of them. My next rush hour film, in theory, should be Oxford. All being well, it will be Oxford. In fact, I think my final train is going to be a Navarro running to London. I'm not sure where it's come from. There she goes. Yeah, I think my next rush hour film is going to be Oxford. That's going to be my hope anyway. Yeah, there we are. So that's that. The sun has gone behind the trees. The skyline is still as beautiful as ever. So yes, all is well that ends well for me. So yes, until next time, from me here at Ashton on the East Coast, you'll do well, on the West Coast Mainline, I shall see you all later. Take care guys, goodbye.